mic. Tomorrow, gamers. Alrighty. Let's see. I want to see if I've forgot anything. Points of interest. Nope, that's all done. Owie. Good morning, Sam. So we just have Sisters of Garakan. Before we continue the story, let's go clear that real quick. I don't think you get anything special for it, but completionist's sake, you know. Okay, Path of Exile 2? Yes, I do. I got it when it was on free weekend, back in like August. I bought the game because I enjoyed it. So I'm not an expert with it. Yeah, I bought it during the free weekend. The game is technically free to play, or at least it's going to be. During that weekend, it was free for anyone to play, so I tried the game out, I liked it, and so I decided to keep it, and bought the supporter pass. And I played a nice little bit of it, and then I kinda was burnt out for a little while, and now I'm back at it. I'm no expert at the game or anything. Somewhere in one of these spires is where we're looking for. I binned my warrior because I didn't really have much fun with him. He was kind of boring. Global, thank you for the resub. Yes. I appreciate your continued support, mi amigo. More than I could ever describe. Thank you, and I hope your Sunday has been a fun day. My first character is a huntress. She's in the interlude chapter. I kinda got bored with her, because, like, everything... She feels like a bunch of half-assed promises. Like, every one of her skills is like, this is cool, but... It's like there's always some caveat, and so many other characters do what she does better. Just what I personally feel, but... Again, I am weak little baby man. Just 7 days to die stuff? Very nice.
These towers stand for all time, so that the sands may never swallow the honored dead. We give you to the sky and to the wind in defiance of the doom of the desert.
It's the horse with no name. See. This is my second character. I sort of started as a single player offline thing, but then decided, why not stream it? And then I did. And now my newest character is a wizard. And as I describe them, they're just my Huntress, but better in every way. They have a lot more interesting moves that are a lot stronger and better. And just all in all, I was not fond of Huntress. So this character is in Act 3, as I showed off when I started the stream. The Huntress, as stated, is in the interlude, and I had a friend rush me through the game with my wizard. And so they're after the interlude in all technicality, but they can't actually get into end game because it's level gated. So I'm mostly just doing cleanup, and that's also my offline character. And my Huntress is just going to be remaining a sort of relic of shame. They're the first character, and in games like this, the first characters are typically stinky anyways. You don't know how to build your characters or anything. That's the horse with no name. Not good to get out of the ring. Answer. You can't remember your name. Before we no one for to give you no fame. The Sisters of Garcon are very easy to overlook. I think that's them. So it's an orb, very nice. Let's see, there they are. They're pretending. Anyways, that's them. Right. Back to Ziggurat.
What kind of stunt was that, traversing the marsh? Have to be smarter if you're to survive. As quartermaster, I'll do my best to keep you alive. I can buy what equipment you find, or sell you what others have unearthed before we ship it back to Kingsmarch. I'll disappear in the jungle. I'll also be the one to note your death in our logs. You're welcome. Don't
What
get
a
eaten.
weak, blubbering fool.
What if I'm into it?
Hello there. I'm Alva Valai. Sorry about Oswald. He can be a bit rough with the newcomers. But he's really not a bad sort. In any case, we can always use another pair of hands around here. Welcome. This little excursion here represents my lifelong ambition. It's not just about finding treasure. I want to build an entire archaeological society someday. Rayclast has countless layers of history buried beneath it, and I aim to uncover every last bit. I intend to call my group the Reliquarians. A bit ostentatious, but the best things should be. A shame I couldn't have founded it a few decades ago, back when my birthplace Oriath was still a thriving city. Thanks to the Templars, relics from a dozen different cultures found their way to that little island over the centuries, and are now all lost, thanks to the disasters that happened there. So you're looking for a device the Varl intended to use against the Cataclysm? Ah, so that's why you came here. Well, you're on the right trail. The ziggurat on which we stand was rumored to contain a device to save their people. If you want to explore it, you'll have to find a way to drain the city first.
Pull the plug.
It's hard to guess what the device inside the temple might be. I do know that it was commissioned by Queen Etziri's thaumaturge, Doriani himself. The project was given all the resources it needed, and the work was kept secret, even from Etziri. As best I could translate, they claimed using it might mean abandoning all they had built. They seemed to view it as a last resort, a way to save their legacy if all else failed. It's not often I detect fear in Varl writings, but they definitely hoped they would never have to use it. By their final days, the Varl were a deeply tiered empire based on brutal competition. Those at the top vied with each other through any means necessary, and Doriani was the foremost among these ambitious and immoral men. He was second only to Queen Etziri herself. Exile was the seat of his power, and ancient writings claim he undertook a vast array of strange projects and sordid experiments here. Some glyphs I have seen are too stomach-churning to discuss. How do I even begin to describe the last Queen of the Varl? She left a tremendous mark on history. She was intelligent and capable enough to rule unquestioned over a bloodthirsty empire of volatile nobles, and the people adored her and feared her in equal measure. Varl writings speak of her as the most beautiful woman in the era, but also the most dangerous. She sought eternal life, and she was willing to sacrifice anything to achieve it. The ruins around you are the result of those ambitions. Sometimes
Hey, it's a
when I
consequence in the
temple,
text.
I remember that everything we find once belonged to a living, breathing person that probably died horribly. That sort of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it?
I will put out the question. How many years does it take to go from grave robbing to archaeology?
I've heard of the beast. Everyone has. If someone is truly trying to raise another, then they must be the grandest of fools. These very ruins around us are the result of an attempt to control such a thing. This is the only way it can end. Oswald's a grim sort, isn't he? He's always injury this, death that. Personally, I've never been hurt while treasure hunting. I actually find it rather easy. He always makes sure we have the proper supplies and checks his list of everything 4 or 5 times before we make a move. He also invented what I call the Oswald technique. On the rare occasions he personally goes out with us, he throws a rock at absolutely everything before touching it. Every flagstone, every pillar, every statue. You'd be positively amazed at the elaborate traps he sets off, even in places I've walked through already. Servi has been a fantastic ally to us here. Her people have lived in the vicinity of Exile for countless generations, so she's been able to show us all the most interesting Val ruins. The accessible ruins were all looted long ago, of course, but the lake around us has protected most of this city since the end of the Val Empire. That hooded fellow over there, he's a friend of yours, I take it? Seems to be one of few words. Oh well, I'm not one to judge the company you choose to keep. Oswald's gonna lose his wits if any more of you show up, though. Something tells me you're the exploring type. We've got that in common. But some places even I steer clear of. I rather enjoy being alive, you see. Still, if you're feeling adventurous, there's fortunes to be made out there in the wilds. I'm especially interested in all things related to the Val. For academic reasons, of course. But a bit of treasure never goes amiss.
Her positive attitude sickens me.
Alright, Edgelord.
Somewhere in this region there were sophisticated canals and waterways. We might be able to use them to drain this lake. We must hope the mechanisms are still functioning, despite their age. It is the only way to reverse the drowning of this once thriving city. The first step in our search for the secret knowledge of the Val. It is strange to return to this place of my divine youth and see it so aged and forgotten. When I was here, the Val were the height of civilization, and the future was bright. They had their problems like any other people, but I thought I could free them from the moral hazards of divinity by removing gods from the equation. While we are here, I would like to discover whether this ruination is my fault, or whether something else happened to them. Time is short. Make haste.
Owie. It that hates. What the heck is an it that hates?
Take the next step.
You. Advertisement. So look up where it that hate lies. It that hates. POE2. Is in the twisted domain. It's in the end game, so I won't be able to get that for a while. Alright. Smash.
What do you...
Meltdown. Okie dokie. Actually, before I continue on, I'm going to make a few bind specter orbs while it's on my
Probably
mind.
shouldn't do that. We've been evil in the shadows, mate.
Yeah, no. Get the loot. Anyways, let's see. I have a lot of 8s, so... Because there is one thing I want to get, I know for sure, in the general area from the Temple of Chaos is going to be the Cerberus Spat. Alright, what do we got? Dredge Fiend. It's not currently being used. And bind. Just to have some Pokeballs on hand. Actually, I'm gonna move them over here. Slash. Oh, I have to sit there and read it.
The Orok are truly terrifying to behold. I suspect their canine features result from genetic mutations, perhaps born of the cataclysms that reshaped these lands. Their tribesmen are savage. I rarely leave their territories without scars to show for it. Yet they hold a knowledge we Oriathans have long since abandoned. Our high-born civilization prides itself on its advancements, but remains woefully primitive in matters of the spirit and the natural world. For all their brutality, the Orok live in harmony with the forces of nature. And perhaps they have no choice, but I wonder if we are the fools for believing we've transcended it. Better to live with nature than to die defying it.
Alrighty. Jungle Grave.
I'd bring him back, but he won't love.
This is my son. When he did not return from the jungle, I feared the worst. But I still had hope. The warring tribes have taken that hope away from me. Curse the Azak, curse the Orok, and curse this gay. Promise me, you will not tell Apus his father is dead. Let him remain a child for one more day.
I would like this. Plus 81 armor. What is the one I have right now? Wait. Only has one charm slot. There's this. At least it still has better effects. Waypoint.
Poison tongues slither through ancient graves. Ooh, I love my grave. I am the Apex!
Apex Legends. Oh. Alright, I am going to do that. Because I want to get to that. The Profane Commander. Then we'll make our way to Mind Over Matter. And continue warm on our way up here so we can get all of these. The minion ones, that is. Oh, my inventory. Let's continue exploring the big old jungle. Defenses set up for the blood moon and await for night. In 7 days to die. Set up multiple in-game hours before night. Somewhere in here is Mighty Silver Fist. Yeah, I want to hit the checkpoint before I engage him because he hurts a lot.
Best dodge that.
An extra 2 levels.
Jungle produces fine, sir.
Yeah, this thing has been far behind on levels. Let's get this up to snuff. Loot bags by zombies seem to stay until emptied. Nice. Do I want this now? Screw it. Let's get it now, and then we'll worm our way to this. I just got zorched. I had me scared for a second. Casket Chewer the Stalker. Silver Pelt the Hungry. Good. That's what the ladies call me. Holy moly, what is that is? No! What is that? I have no idea. But I want it. I want it, and I need it. So if I see one of those Abyssal Kamehameha guys, I'm going to try to lay off and then spectrify him. Yeah, I think I'm going to refund this. I don't jive. Thought I'd like it. But no.
How goes it?
You know what? I don't care to carry these all the way back to town.
Take care.
Import, support Gym 3. Oh goody. More stuff to sell.
Still alive? Watch for snakes.
Watch for snacks. Well, an in-game day is 1 real life hour. That means 2.5 minutes per hour? I guess so. I'm saying that without calculating it myself, by the way, so. Do we got a Zorcher in here? No. Tragedy. Ow. Oh, we might have one over here. Maybe? No. Tragedy! Anyways. Night is 6 hours, so 15 minutes of night, 15 minutes of zombies on a blood moon.
Bugs and insects. Delicious.
Once we get to the waypoint, we'll warp back to town. Stun, ailment, mana regen.
Keep your eyes shut.
Greetings.
How
Alright,
can
we're
I
fine.
affect myself?
To my levels until I get that. Then we're going to Squibbly all the way up here. So I've got a gem, I guess. Didn't I have a decent minion gem? I remember. Wasn't this? Minions, critical chance, presence. I think this was the one. So Keep that on hand. Build stash. I don't really feel like dealing with that right now. Wait.
Can't do that here.
Salvage. Boink. Boom. Perseverance.
The Optimist may know something of this. The Val used this device to operate the mechanisms.
I'm gonna go get me some water.
But we would need a special artifact to power it. From the translations I've made, I believe they were called soul cores. I've never seen an intact soul core large enough for something like this, though. I suppose if you want to try find one, you could ask our guide, Servi. These waterways are a series of canals the Val built on the upper edge of the city. The Great Matlan River didn't run quite this far south, but they diverted a portion of it for a complex irrigation system. That really allowed the city to thrive and the Val to flourish. Though, I don't fully understand why they created a system that could flood the entire city. Death gems, blood crystals, or, more colloquially, soul cores. They were made by sacrificing living people and capturing their energies inside a crystal lattice. Some think the victims are still trapped inside, existing in eternal agony until someone drains the core's energy completely. There's no way to know that for certain, of course, but it is rather chilling to think about. From my understanding, it was a failsafe. A way to make sure their creations didn't get the better of them, or the world. The Val really were a very intelligent and pragmatic people, you know. At the southeast edge of the city, there is a large dam. I've spent months trying to find a way to release the outer spillways, but to no avail. Those very walls are what keep the city flooded to this day. Good luck.
Wrath slash the drooling. Wow! The bug. This will get us more spirit points.
A bog, overrun by savages. Time to have some fun.
You are confident? I give you that. Do you truly believe you can beat the Azak tribe? Do so, and my people would be forever grateful. Slay in Nakdok and free the spirits of our stolen children. The Azak, them are true monsters, not cannibals, no. But them will not hesitate to feed you to their war beasts. The Azak and the Orak tribes been fighting almost as long as the Val been gone. But the Azak are beyond cruel. Their queen witch, Ignakdok, she takes her child every blood moon night. For what? I won't say. If you cross into their territory, only death awaits you there. Find Ignakdok.
I can't tell if she actually has a cigar on her model or if it's just the key art there. Suppose I could zoom in. Let's see, what was the button? Like that. If I remember right, there's not really anything in particular in this section of the map, but I do wish to open up the other waypoint on the other side of the place. troubled camp. No matter what, the troubled camps stay on your map. I don't know why.
This jungle isn't just alive. It's teeming with things that want you dead. Boars, bugs, ants, and lions. And that's just the wildlife. Fight through all that, and you've still got the undead to contend with. Now do you see why so many have drawn their last breath here? Oswald's a seasoned leader, and I've seen him guide many an expedition. Yet this one has claimed more lives than any other. He puts on a brave face, but I suspect he feels the weight of every loss. He arms explorers with all the wisdom he can, but survival ultimately depends on their willingness to listen. The Varl have captured the imaginations of archaeologists and adventurers for centuries, leaving little of their legacy untouched. It's no wonder the Kalgorans are paying so richly for what remains. As for their motives, that's a mystery I've yet to unravel. We were warned about the threat of the local tribes, but witnessing their brutality firsthand is something else. No field report can prepare you for the sight of a man being flayed alive, or the sound of sinew torn from bone. The Azak are a vicious, unrelenting horde, and they train their beasts to be the same. The Orok, by contrast, not as sadistic or as smart, but just as lethal.
You can move these. Try to move this stuff to the bottom.
Remember,
is there anything I can think of? No.
Putrefy!
I don't typically sell items, I find. Just doing it just so I don't have to scurry back to town to unload, but my priority with collecting things is just yellow tier items. So I can get Regal Shards, because those are handy dandy. Miracle Wasteland. Or Wetlands, whatever.
Rather colorful.
Going back to the bog. Oh, she's still here. I don't see a cigar. Proximal changeability. Changeable your proximity.
Can oppose me.
boo. Get out of my inventory.
I will feast on your soul. I recognize this ritual.
Oh, it's an iron rune. That's an iron ring. Here she is.
A stick. You're embarrassing us as that witch.
Dang it. sniffers. Okay, now I do.
You crossed the line, sister. You should have known what the price would be. It was deserved.
No. What was this? Pass on minion death. Blasphemy. No, thank you.
Served. I draw the line at children. Unless...
You have slain the Bog Witch? Oh, then you have healed a wound on the heart of my people. Today, these swamps be blessed by a touch of sunlight. Ah, so you're after blood crystals. The thing Alva called soul core. I knew you were going to be trouble. Out there in the dark, there's an ancient ruin. Very old indeed. My tribe has spoken of it for generations. We see strange creatures there, made of stone, unnatural, with unblinking eyes. That place, it is forsaken. I would warn you not to go there. But if it's so cause you see, then take the risk you must.
Anyway. The bleeding, poison. I think I'll take that.
Like hair give the sisterhood a bad name.
Mr. Curious. Brigand Mace. Bone Wand. And it's good. Let's see. Stash the spirit gem. Oh, I forgot to help that guy. Wait a second, what does this have? 122 armor? Holy moly. Okay, I want this.
Still alive?
How's my necromantle looking? Let's put that onto it and actually use some of these. Bind screen. Add an extra sniper, I guess. For now. I might actually start using one of these rings, unset rings. So where is it? I'll use it on this. Not particularly useful. Whatever.
Greetings.
Greetings. That's everything so far.
Vile flower. I'll pick something up. Found the stink. Rewind.
Is the boss? Yes.
Suffer and die!
All of my snippers are dead. I wonder if I can put prolonged duration on the skeleton snipers and get the poison to last more than like 2 seconds.
A relic of chaos, it seems.
It's a machinarium. It's a waystone in here. Boom. And we'll be back in here later. Hello? Okay, I guess there's no exit door, so we just have to manually warp back. Eye of the tiger.
Another corpse to serve me.
I think we need to unload our loot.
What do you need? Be wary.
Oh my. Greedy things.
corpse chew the yeah, whatever.
None can oppose me.
Who'd win in a fight, Pikachu or corpse chew?
Aren't you beautiful?
Now this should be the boss.
Someone ought to cut all this back.
Somewhere in here. There he is.
That beast was odd. I was fond of it.
Cannot find it, sadly. If only I could recruit the noxious behemoth. Alright, the last thing we need to do is find our way to the Temple of Chaos, which I'm pretty sure will be over this way somewhere. Ba-ba-bum.
I will seize the power.
Temple of Chaos is like the Trial of Asekimas, in that that's how you get class ascendancy points. But you don't have the honor health bar that you do with Asekimas, which is cool, but it's also it's more straightforward, but like you get additional penalties with
Can't do that here.
as time goes on. So it's like an accumulating challenge.
A practitioner of the dark arts seeks to bend fate to her will. Let's not make a habit out of losing. Long have I awaited a suitable challenger. My master, Chaos, has charged me with this task. Many have attempted my trials in search of greatness. Scholars, criminals, heroes, and the meek. All have stepped forward, and most have fallen. The rules never changed for them, and the rules will not change for you. Bring only that which you can afford to lose, including your life. This once mighty temple was the bridge from mere peasant to high priest. All were welcome to attempt the trials of chaos, and those that attained a true victory were gifted a small measure of power to help forge their own destinies. That is still true, though we have far fewer challengers in this era. My master is the essence of all that might be. They are the flip of a coin, and they are the roll of a die. Whether you win or lose, their purpose is still served. And yet, your chances can be influenced by your skill, by your intellect, and by your might. That is what fascinates chaos. Skilled mortals can bend their chances, for in the headwinds of the unknown, the arrow of a master falls more assuredly than the arrow of a novice. Show them your mastery, and they will smile upon you. Surprise them with utmost talent, and they may even laugh. Fortune will rain upon those who bring humor to chaos. Chaos is watching.
Cannot be slowed or stunned.
Exile sends its regards. Your challenge awaits. Prove yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so in this area we have a chance of encountering some nifty critters. That's the machine that was Crested Behemoth. Can I cannot. Oh wait, I can! Crested Behemoth. Hell yeah. Alright, suck at that. Crested Behemoth slot. Bind.
My power to wield.
Alright, let's go this way. No? Oh, there's more to this area over here. Vigilant Stone Maw. There's the, Cerberus Bat. Just catching some Pokemons. Set bind skill. Where am I missing? Ah, there's some up here too. There's a switch up here. Oh, that's because this is where we go. Just making sure I didn't accidentally pick up anything.
Get overconfident just because you beat the first rule.
What is this? Preview rewards. Okay. No thank you.
The flames.
Time trial.
Give my power to wield.
4% increased spirit. Dang, 1 spirit short of being able to get 2 extra bone men.
Wither away!
Holy moly.
Get out of my way!
Morrow Band. Finger bun. Well, that was exciting. I'm picking garbage. Good.
This is just the beginning.
Statue escort. 14 lasers have corrupted blood unhit. Monsters get chaos damage. I'll take the can't be stunned or slowed because I'm more about deeps than I am stunning. Though stunning tends to be a natural thing that happens, but it only really mostly applies to the big enemies. Cruel snarl. Jeweler's orb. And if you can't tell, you gotta stay within the bubble to get it to move, or it just pops to the ground. It's not that hard, but it is a bit of annoying to have to stick so close to it. But it is what it is. At least the statue can't die or some stinky stuff like escort missions of games past. And done. Easy cheesy. Come on, next. Button. Get a lovely little refill on our
We are
stuff.
only getting started.
Escalating damage, no thanks. Rare monsters appear more. I'll take the rare monster boost. I really don't want to get corrupt-blooded.
I shall grant you a death per head.
Where is it? This was a chicken the last few times I ran through this. That, doesn't look as intended. But hey, I'll take an easy win. In quotation marks!
When you have improved your skills.
Never mind. I wasn't expecting him to just zorch me.
The challenger returns.
Ah well.
There are many ways to improve.
At least we get XP from each attempt. Minefield, I guess. Zorudo! What is that stone scorpion thing? I don't see it anymore. Was it the petulant stone maw? Ow. I don't think it was. Unless it split up into 3 smaller ones. I wasn't paying that much attention, admittedly. Yeah. Just waiting on that to pass. Room complete.
This is just a warm-up.
May as well just stick to the same thing. Corruption dice.
My expectation.
Get out of my way! Wither away!
Oh, stone-clad gorilla.
Of your arrogance. Chaos awaits.
I guess this is what we're doing for the rest of the stream.
Have you not learned anything from your previous losses?
No, I haven't. Blood goblins.
Before you. Are you ready, challenger? Wipe that smile off your face.
Breaking the tether will stun you.
Drown in a sanguine flood. This is just a warm-up. Best be quick. Ravage and ransack.
I am out of juice. I am going to dead.
A longer series of victories.
I don't even know what's going on. Holy moly.
The challenger returns. There are many ways to improve your chances of victory. They grow unstoppable. Challenger, prove yourself worthy of chaos.
Get out of my way!
Don't get overconfident just because you beat the first rule. Suffer the elements. Try to die.
None can oppose.
Gimme. Oh, orange ring, what you got? Skill speed, 10x, mono-gen. All cold damage converted to lightning damage. Interesting.
A relic from long ago.
level up here soon. Strength. More HP. How about that? And in one more level we'll be able to socket our jump, finally.
We are only getting started. Light descends. Seek out the cores.
Seek out the cores. Collect all the soul cores. Wait, is the soul core draining my HP? I think it is. So pick up a veil soul core while you're already holding one.
The product of your acts.
And I got tripped, so I couldn't do anything. So what am I supposed to do there? So I do not recall that challenge before. Yeah, whatever. Time's up anyway. Love you all, bye-bye. See you next time for more whatever. Probably more of this. Toodles.